It's Monday, August 24th. Here we are at our lunch spot. Just starting to hit some of the lava rock that we know we're going to encounter a lot of today. We plan to go 27 miles. We've gone 9 so far. We stopped to have lunch here because we have a pretty decent view and good cell service. That there is Mount Bachelor. You can see that there's quite a bit of smoke haze all the way around us. We did have a fire closure yesterday, and I have heard that there might be another fire north of us, although I don't think it's causing trail closures yet. Down there is Elk Lake, where there's also Elk Lake Resort, but we didn't go down. And farther over this way, so I don't know if we can get a very good view of them, is the Three Sisters. We're going to be walking by them today. There are 3 volcanic peaks in a row. They're all over 10,000 feet high. They're the 3rd, 4th, and 5th highest peaks in Oregon. They're also known the names of Faith, Hope, and Charity. I don't know how much views we'll get of them with the amount of smoke today, but we will be walking right by all 3 of them. This is the North Sister, the last of the 3 sister mountains. It's Monday, August 24th. Here we are in the Obsidian Limited Entry area. Just an area where there's a lot of the rock of obsidian. There's just this black rock here that Native Americans used to make arrowheads out of. It's an area where you need a special permit to hike. PCT hikers are allowed to go through the area, but we're not allowed to camp or leave the PCT. Behind me is Obsidian Falls. And there's just a lot of obsidian in the area, and it's pretty cool. I'm going to take a break here in the shade and enjoy the falls.
We're at Obsidian Falls, and this here is just basically a chunk of mostly, if not pure obsidian, I think. Pretty cool. And then right over there is Obsidian Falls. I guess the falls are covering a bunch more obsidian. So I guess if the light hits it right, you can see the obsidian shining through. Yeah, this place and just what we were hiking through before with the Three Sisters is a pretty awesome place. Definitely worth hiking through if you're in the area. Although I believe the Obsidian Falls you possibly need special permits for, so yeah, when you get up close to the falls, you can see that it's obsidian right all around it and under it.
This whole area is just covered in obsidian, and when we look back, it looks like the trail sparkles. You can just see it here. There's a little pond, some cliffs, and then just the whole area of the trail is covered in obsidian. But those rocks that are laced with it, those are pretty cool. Kind of see it sparkling ahead as well. Finally got sun coming up. Look at that behind us after most of the day being fairly cloudy and smoky. And now the trail just sparkles.
Monday, August 24th, day 97. I'd say today went well. We hiked about 27 miles. We made good time, and yeah, I don't think either of us were really feeling any aches or pains or anything, and it just seemed like, yeah, the miles really went by quite well. Part of that might have been, I don't know, it seemed like we were in a, I don't know, maybe a prettier area than we have been of late. We hiked by the Three Sisters, which were pretty cool. There are three mountains, I believe the third, fourth, and fifth highest in Oregon. And we hiked through the Obsidian Falls, which is another pretty cool area. There's lots of obsidian there, and there's a waterfall with, I guess, it's running over on an obsidian cliff. So apparently, if the light hits it just right, it can really sparkle and be quite interesting. We weren't there when the sun was right, I guess, but it was still an interesting area, and just seeing that much obsidian was interesting. And yeah, so I don't know. Today was a quite a pretty and interesting section. If you're just hiking in Oregon or live near in Oregon or something, I would definitely recommend this area. The Three Sisters and the Obsidian Falls were all quite nice and not even that difficult or anything too. So, yep, available to probably lots of people. Yeah, so today's went fairly well. There's also fewer bugs at this camp, which is quite nice. There's the past 2 or 3 days we've had issues with mosquitoes. Nothing too terrible. I guess they're generally a lot worse earlier in the season, but at this camp it's basically completely clear of mosquitoes, which is quite nice. So we're at this cool lookout thing. It's just, I don't know, it looks a little bit like a castle, but it has a cool idea here where they have a plaque here, and then when you look out, you get to see, yeah, what you can see is what's on the plaque. So it can help you identify mountains. You read the plaque, look out the small hole, and you can identify things. Pretty cool idea. So this one is Middle Sister. I'd imagine it's a snow-capped one. And then North Sister is the taller, closer one. So yeah, we were wondering if those were north and middle, or if it was north and something else. We hiked about 9 miles to where we met the support vehicles. Most of those 9 miles weren't very bad, but the last mile or so, or maybe only half a mile or so before the road where I met the vehicles was, I don't know, kind of rocky and maybe not the easiest stuff to walk on, but it wasn't too bad so far. I think there might be a longer section of more irritating trail sometime tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning. After we met the support vehicles, we stopped at an observation point that was nearby, which was pretty cool to see. And we did a little shopping in Sisters, and then we went on to Bend. In Bend, we did an escape room. It was a smaller escape than normal. The room only lasted half an hour rather than an hour, but it was still an interesting escape room. Then we checked into a hotel where we were staying at, started things charging, and started laundry and the like. Then we just went to a nearby arcade because we had some time to kill, and then we had dinner, and now we're back in the hotel room.
Okay, they have to push the car and make it stop at the dinosaur. Last time Jakota got it perfect. Oh, Jakota was way too hard. They actually were both slightly too hard. Jerica was pretty close. So they have to hit the lights when they light up. Whoever gets the most lights wins. As you can see, Jerica is way ahead. Okay, so none of us ever play baseball or softball or anything. We have no clue what we're doing, but we're trying this thing. Jerica's first attempt. I'm just gonna start chucking them. You might just want to watch one go by, I don't know. It scared Jakota. Yep. Okay. So this is a lot slower and easier than the baseball ones I was doing the other day.
Yeah, but the ball's supposed to go forwards, not up.
That is a good point.
Good job.
Well, that's just back here now. There's a lot of what? Oh, yeah. Yeah, because the baseball ones were way harder than this. So if you and Jakota tried baseball, it would be ridiculous.
Oh, my first man. Okay. Whoa. It's kind of painful.
I think you're low.
Okay, now we got Jakota's turn. He thinks he's gonna show up Jerica.
At least I know.
See, that's what I hit like 2 when I did it. Yep, it's really hard. I think you went under. You help him try to see if he's going under or over as well. I think if there's one of these in Billings, I'd do it occasionally just for fun. Oh, that's it, you're done. The lights went off. So, it's a VR roller coaster. We can see what she's seeing. So she goes down there, and the seats do move, and it blows air at you from here. So with the air blowing at you and the seats moving in VR, It's almost just like being on a roller coaster. It's pretty good. Pretty cool, actually, yeah. That's a